Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to It's Ernie Say Hi. I'm your host, Ernestine, here to bring you the hottest in topics, the latest in fashion, news, and everything gossip you need to know. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you and welcome. This is a space where we like to dive into things and keep it real while sharing what's trending in hot topics and all around the world. So a little about myself. I am Liberian born but American raised, and now I'm on a journey of reconnecting with my Liberian roots. So this is my chance in sharing everything that I love, entertainment, media, and cultural wise with you all. So I thank you all for tuning in and spending time and to getting to know me and hopefully grow with this channel as well. This channel is a way of me blending my Liberian American experience and shining a light on some amazing filmmakers in the diaspora and back home. So I'm a little excited because today we're kicking the first episode off with a very amazing review of The Good Husband. It is a Liberian film directed by the amazing Croto Davis. I'm very pleased to actually do this review because, like I said, going back into trying to discover who I am in my culture, I love this movie. It's really good. It got my blood boiling in some scenes, but other than that, I'm really excited to do this review and shine a light on this amazing filmmaker. So, you know, you're gonna want to stick around. I'm gonna be going over the actors, the script, the plot, and everything in this movie, and whether or not it's a must-see. I'm sure you're gonna want to stick in and stay tuned. So let's get down to it. Grab your popcorn, grab your drinks, and let's talk about The Good Husband. All right, so let's kick things off. We're gonna just give a little introduction about The Good Husband. So The Good Husband is about a husband and wife, Nelson and Kima. They've been together for about 3 years now, and they're, you know, kind of they're in a rut right now. Like, things aren't really going good for them. Nelson has been looking for a job for about 3 years. He's been putting his CV or his resume out, and nothing's been biting. He hasn't been getting callbacks. No job. It's hard on that man. That man working, he hustling, he trying, man. He trying, but nothing is working out for him. And then he has his wife, Kima, who's a stay-at-home wife. She's the homemaker. She's doing everything. You know, she's holding him down, but she's not content. She vocalizes it. She makes you know that she's not content with the situation she's at. And then we have her friend, Mimi, and Mimi is the antagonist in this film. She is Kima's number one hater. Let's just put that out there. She is not a friend whatsoever. And then her boyfriend, J.U. I'm sorry. Let me reintroduce the characters because I'm just talking about them. But as I go through it, I will say who is also played by them in real life. So back to Mimi and her boyfriend, J.U. But they start in this film, they're portraying themselves as brother and sister. So, well, that's what Mimi tells Kima, that they're brother and sisters. Okay, but they're really boyfriend and girlfriend. And then there's Sebastian. He's part of their crew. He's J.U.'s friend. And then we have the Oma, who is played by Croto Davis. And then we have Ochuku. Ochuku is Nelson's older brother. And so let's get into it. All right, so Nelson is played by Anthony M. Fofana. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my laptop. I have my notes and stuff, so please bear with me. Like I said, so Nelson is played by Anthony M. Fofana, and Kima is played by Earthema Thompson. And right off the back, I'm just letting you know, Earthema, that lady, I'm sorry, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. Yeah, Earthema. You know, Liberian people, when there's an R, they kind of change it. So is it Earthemer or Earthema? Miss Kima herself. I apologize if I mispronounce your name. I mean no disrespect at all. Like I was saying, first of all, Miss Earthema, she's going places. Like, keeping a lookout for this young lady. She is going places. Like, I can already see her drive and her hunger and the hustle she's going for. Like, I'm here for her, and I wish to see her in so many more films. I was actually on one of her live, and I messaged her. I was like, I need to see you in some traditional films, because my absolute all-time favorite films, I love Chinese and Korean dramas, and the traditional film or the historical costume drama, always my favorite. I like the whole kingdom, prince, queen, princess, all that. I like it, but I like the backstabbing, the treachery. Like, think Game of Thrones. Think Game of Thrones. King Arthur. Ooh, I love the Hobbit trilogy, Lord of the Rings. So think things like that. That's the type of, I want to see some fantasy type stuff, you know? So hopefully in the future we get some big budget that we get to really be creative with where our film industry can go. Okay, so back to the review. So the film starts off with Nelson. He's coming back home from work. He goes home and his wife is making him a delicious bowl of dry rice. Times are hard. So I understand, and like, I'm not talking any mess, because literally, I'm here in America. But I just keep from eating my own dry rice. And yeah, so she's making dry rice, and luckily he brought some sardines to add with the dry rice. Otherwise, they would have just had plain dry rice. They're at the dinner table. They're just talking about, you know, their situation. And Kimma is very vocal. Like, I'm not happy. I'm not pleased. I don't like the situation that we're in. It's been 3 years. She makes sure to tell him, 3 good years, Nelson. 3 good years. You got people have her name in their mouth talking bad about this woman? Huh? Nelson. You're the head of the house, but you're not leading nothing. I'm joking. I love Nelson's character, actually, because he's very humble, and he goes out there and tries to provide for his family and his wife. He wants to keep this woman happy, because nothing in this moment seems to keep Kimma happy. She is unhappy about everything. Hey, everything. Anyways, so the film keeps progressing with, they're just talking about the situation, and they want to turn the tables, and Nelson's just reassuring her things are going to get better, just to be patient with him and work with him, and, you know, let things work. And so the following day, like, he needs transport for work, and he doesn't have any transportation fare. And so, you know, she overhears her husband, he's talking to his friend, asking him for transportation fare. My good girl went back in her little stash, got some money, 1,000 LSD, hid it in his pants pocket, putting it there, just so, you know, he can find it and feel really good about himself. And that's why I really like Kimma, because she didn't want to emasculate him, even though sometimes she would bring him down. I'll admit that. And that's one thing about some Liberian women, and that I've noticed. We're very strong with our words. We're very, 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 very passionate. But I don't blame her, because, sir, you got me over here as a wife in here struggling. I did not leave my parents' house to come struggle with you. No. But things happen, and they're a very good couple. Like, I like that the fact that they pray together. Like, you see them praying together. A husband and wife that prays together stays together. And I love the fact that they did it. That's also foreshadowing things that Nelson's gonna say later on in the film. Anyways. And so the next day, like, she puts the money in his pocket. He finds it. And the good man that Nelson is, he didn't even want to keep all that money to himself. It wasn't even a lot to begin with. That man said, I'm going to keep this amount for my bus fare for today. Here you go, Kimma. Spend it on yourself. Use it. And like Kimma, the good woman she is, the good housewife she is, the devoted wife to Nelson she is, she went and told him, no, baby, I'm gonna save this for you. I'm gonna keep this for you, because you out there hustling. And I love that. That was really cute. So my man, he go outside and go work. He go loading car. He's a car loader. Her nosy friend, her nosy gossiping friend, Mimi, gonna go pull up. She's in her little keke. Nelson doesn't see her, but she sees him. And guess what she does? Mimi, guess who I see? Nelson over here loading car for people. She didn't say none of that, but that's what I imagine her saying. Can you believe what I just saw? Huh? Nelson out here loading cart. Cause she gives jealousy vibes. She gives bad friends. She gives, I'm not a girl's and I'm envious of you, but I'm gonna play in your face like we friends. That's Mimi. I did not like her character whatsoever, but I will say this. Mimi said something in this film. She was like, basically, you have a good man and you don't appreciate him and you want to be greedy. So I'm going to help you be greedy with him and I'm going to help. And so like she did exactly. She helped take their money. And so, you know, she calls her and lets her know the information. And Kima by right is not happy because one, she's embarrassed at the fact that her husband is out here car loading. I think he's a graduate and, you know, she just expected more from him and wanted more from her life and their life. And she's not getting what she signed up for, basically. So he comes home. She's been calling him. He hasn't been answering. That man died low. He ain't got no money. Where the money at? Where? Exactly. And when he finally gets home, he does talk to her and explains the situation. And immediately she's like, Mimi told me that you were out here car loading. And Nelson's like, yeah. What do you think I'm doing? What else am I supposed to do? And she just keeps going in. And honestly, it's a little annoying because like he's out there doing things and he's really trying. But at the same time, Kima, what are you doing? Why aren't you out there getting some jobs, helping out? You too fine to work? What's good, sis? It's funny because normally if Nelson in this movie, he's a catch. And if another woman would have, like if Mimi, if she would have really played it another way, if Goto would have put it in the script, Mimi would have probably tried to sweep in and get Nelson. That's honestly what I was imagining that was going to happen. Mimi was going to come in and kind of like play in her face, but try to get Nelson while like trying to like break them apart so she can come in and swoop in because he got the money, he got the house, he got everything that she's going for. But that's not what happened. And I'm glad in a way it didn't happen because that would have been a little bit cliche. And I'm glad that she kind of, we'll keep going. And so they have the discussion and she's adamant. If you don't get a job, I'm leaving. I'm out. And so Nelson, they're just having a little back and forth and Nelson's reassuring her things are going to get better. And she's like, why don't you just take the opportunity your brother gave you as a baker, like run his bakery shop, like you're going to be the manager. And he's like, no, I don't want to do it. He doesn't want to work for his brother. His ego is right here at the moment. And I'm a little disappointed in Nelson in this because even as this movie started and he's talking about him working and all this stuff, he doesn't put out or tell his wife what it is that he wants to do and his plans for it. He's just telling her to trust him. I've been trusting you for 3 years with no results. So I'm gonna need more than trust. I need to see a plan marked from A to Z, what we about to do, because I'm not about to be slumming any longer. Like I said, I did not leave my parents' house to come suffer here with you. She didn't leave her parents' house to come suffer with you. So why are you making this woman suffer? So I don't, like, there's a part of me that's like, okay, I understand, like, she has that mentality, like, I don't want to suffer and I don't want to be in poverty, and that's her current situation. And so he finally agrees to being the worker for his brother and going to work at his bakery. And so she's pleased, she's happy. The next day or a couple days later, he's there, he's hustling, he's getting the flour all on his face. He working, he whirling that machine, he rolling the dough, baking the bread. He's doing everything. So it's cute. He's working and he's bringing money home and she's very pleased. And again, she counting the money. And the first thing that woman said, this one, here you go for you. And Nelson, take that money, go shopping. Take that money, go shopping. Nelson, he's such a lover boy. And like Kima herself, she's in that moment, like I understand. She's like, yeah, I got it. Things are looking good. I got that money. And things are looking good. And yeah, because it's going to be our 4th wedding anniversary. And I want to make sure that we have a clean yard and have something nice to see. I may not have money, but that don't mean I don't got pride to make sure my house looks nice and presentable. And I like that, Nelson. kudos to you, boo. I like that. And you know, he's like, also go get your hair done. I want to surprise you. Like, this is our anniversary gift that I'm giving to you. I want to do something nice for you. I'm gonna clean the yard. I'm gonna take the day off. I'm the manager of the bakery as it is, so I can do what I want to do. You see him beat a man. First of all, I like how he said, so take this money, go shopping. Well, here, look, go shopping. I was like, no, I'm joking. But I like that. She was like, yes, girl, spend it, look good. I really like that. I'm going to insert some clips throughout the review just so you can see what I'm talking about. But like I said, this movie is worth, I hope you guys, because right now, as I'm doing a review, it's at 141,000 views, okay? You guys need to be liking this. It only has 2,000 likes, over 2,800 likes. I need you to go on KKL TV on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. We need to do better for what we have with our own. Like, there is no reason why this lady views, not the views, because the views is going up, but why the subscription is not going up with it. Why are we viewing but not supporting? Because is that really supporting? Y'all need to go and subscribe. Are you subscribed to Croto TV? KKLTV.com, KKL TV on YouTube? No? So go subscribe. And follow every single one of these actors, okay? Go and follow them, show some love. I will put each and every one of their social media and link it in the description. I hope you guys continue to show this film love. Let's bring it up. Liberia, let's do this. Let's do this for art. Let's do this. Are you not tired? Because I'm tired. And yeah, let's go. Okay, yeah. So after Nelson goes throughout the day, he cleans out. He's going out the yard. He's going into the neighborhood and cleaning it as well. And I'm like, okay. He proceeds like further from his house, and that's where he meets this Oma. That's where Croto Davis made her little cameo. I like the fact that she does that. It gives me Steven Spielberg and all like the filmmakers in the U.S. They make little cameos in the films that they do. I really like that. And so they continue, like he's sweeping, he goes up to the Oma, he's like, I hope you don't mind, I'm gonna clean up for you. And she's very grateful, she's really happy. She's like, thank you, like I'm normally in the house, but today I decided to come out, you know, get some fresh air and change somebody's life. Say it again, change somebody's life. She wanted to change somebody's life. I wish somebody would come and change my life this way, please. And thank you. And so she goes and they have a little conversation, and he's basically asking her, like, where are your kids? Like, where are you from? And she's like, my kids are from far, far away, but I'm from here. I'm normally inside, but today I'm outside. What is it called? It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I'm good. Ain't got me. Hey, go glow. Get him glow. So yeah, she's outside. And so she basically is telling him, you know, they're just talking about each other and getting acquainted. And he's like, well, I'm your son now since your kids aren't here, and from time to time I'm coming to visit you. And so she's very happy about that. Before he leaves, she presents him a gift. She's like, I'm gonna give you a gift and I'm gonna bless you. And so she presents him the magic ring. Ooh, I wish I had this ring. And she basically said to him, like, it's a magical ring. You make a wish and whatever you wish for comes true, so long as you're good to others, you do good to others, and you bless them back how you were blessed. He agrees to it, he bounced. But this man don't believe it. Like, he's thinking in his head as he's leaving, like, all right, this lady's crazy. Like, I don't believe her. But he does have an idea. He's like, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. And so when he gets home, he finally meets his wife, and you know, he's trying to be nice with her. So he's like, he gives her the ring, you know? This man gonna give her the ring. And the way she looked at the ring, like, what the hell is this? He's like, I found this ring, and I want to give it to you because you did so good for me, and when we didn't have money to pay or rent, you went and pawned our marriage ring, the bands, in order for us to get it, and it's our 4th anniversary. I don't want you to look plain, so I'm trying to give you this ring. The woman gonna look at him as like, you better go sell that ring. If it's worth something, you better go sell. It's funny because Nelson himself said, if this ring was gold, I would have been sold you by now. Funny. And so he does that, and she refuses it. So he's like, all right, whatever. But he keeps the ring with him, and he's sitting alone, and he's really like, I really just want to make my wife happy. I want to be fine. Like, I just want her to be happy. And with her being happy, that means financially happy. That financially happy. And so, you know, things happen. The day goes by. He goes back to work at the bakery, and he's waiting. Maybe he was waiting at the, he was in the streets, but he was waiting for something, or maybe I think he helped load their car, and the guy that he was standing next to left on the motorcycle, but he left a box next to him, and he picked up the box and he tried to go and run after him, but the motorcycle sped off. So he took it with him back to the bakery. As he's at the bakery, see, one thing I didn't like, Nelson looks just so suspicious in everything he does. Like, this man got the box. Damn. He got the box in his hand. He went and hid it. Nobody's even looking at this box or thinking anything suspicious. The way how I would have been looking at him, like, why he looking like that? I would have followed him. Been nosy. He got this box. It's like, here. He found... He opened it, found the... He opened it and found the money, and when he found the money, of course, like, I'm gonna do the same thing too. He got a couple thousand up in there, U.S. money, so I know he rich. Bitch, I graduated, call me Benfish. Hey, I got Lori Harvey on my wish list. Fool, I'm a goofy person, so this is just how I am. I'm sorry. And it's also helping my nerves and anxiety doing this because your girl is trying so hard to give y'all this review that nobody asked for, but I hope you guys come to enjoy it and enjoy me because this is just how I am. Yeah, the only person that sees this is my best friend and my man and my baby. I forgot where I was at. So we're just gonna do a quick little intermission. I need to listen to some music while I do this review. Oh. What songs that you guys are feeling right now? I was listening to Rema, his new song. I love you some Rema. Oh my gosh. Oh, who is this? Oh, dang it. Ooh, I can't remember. We're in an area from Corner Creek, from my into my Maria. Bad you everywhere. And then, I don't know the song, but it's like Fauci. From Corner Creek, now it's from Maria. To the Bad you, there we in the area. Yeah, we in the area. I listen to some Liberian music. I need to find the artist. So a part of my show, I'm sorry, I'm segueing just a little bit. So part of this channel, I'm going to be reviewing some music. If you're American or African and you know about 106 in Park. So my inspiration for this channel, honestly, it's like a Wendy Williams, 106 in Park, Steve Harvey show, Tyra Banks show, The Real, just stuff like that. Like we gonna gossip, we gonna juice it up. We're gonna talk fashion, lifestyle, news, not American news because they be doing the most. I mean, we're gonna touch base, but not that much base. Some Liberian politics because, you know, there's a couple things that's going on that I'm not really pleased about, and also not too much educated on, so I'm not gonna speak on things that I don't know of. But I did know, like, I have seen like was it 3 trillion deal that China and Liberia just signed about, like, you know, improving the roads and whatnot and other things. But like, what does China want in return? Y'all already taking our minerals or sand. I already see some y'all digging up people's property, digging up and mining their stuff, talking about this, that, and the third. Who else got those big tractors? Who else got them big stuff out there other than the Chinese people? Yeah. Anyways, I got my own issue with that, but like I said, I don't know much about it. I'm gonna do my own research just so I'm better educated. I actually want to connect with some Liberians that knows better. I love me some Loretta. She has not been dropping any vlogs recently. I'm not too pleased with you, my sister. But I know life and YouTube is hard because like I'm over here trying. I've been wanting to do this review for the past couple days. This video only been out for a few days now, maybe like 6 days it's been out. But I wanted to do this review. I've been taking my time, but I've been taking my notes because I've been serious. Like I want to do this and I want to get a platform and things going for us. But anyways, let's get back into the movie. Where was I? Okay, yeah, he find the money. He's looking suspicious. So he find the money. He looking suspicious. He's gone. He doesn't. His phone is off. His Kima is looking for him, like calling up Ochuku. I will butcher this man's name. Calling Ochuku. Have you seen Nelson? Ochuku saying, "Oh, the bakery was busy this morning. Was he there?" Yes, he went to work this morning. I made sure of it. So Ochuku's like, call your friends, call his friends to make sure, you know, he's not with them. He's like, yes. As soon as she begins to doubt, Nelson walks in. He has the... Nelson, where have you been? And I told you, I went far, far away, Kima. My data was not on my phone. I tried calling you, but I looked and no data was on my phone. That's no excuse, Nelson. Why you didn't call me, Nelson? Nelson. And then he kept talking about, I had a long day. Don't look in this package. I'm gonna go to bed, but I expect you not to look in this package. And Kima looking like, this man gonna tell me not to look in this package. Oh, I'm gonna look in this package. I'm gonna look in this package. You're not about to stop me from this is my, what's mine is yours. What's yours is mine. Okay? So he's sleeping and she's on, like she's awake. She's thinking so hard about this box. What is in this box? She opened it and immediately is like, gotcha. I told you not to look in that box. And, you know, he surprised her with some gifts and stuff. At first, I thought he was going to be stupid enough to leave all that money in the box. And luckily, he wasn't dumb enough to do that. And, you know, she's happy. He's like, I'm doing the work good. The bakery's, everything's going well. And I want you to, for our anniversary, I want to do this, that, and the third. So go get your hair done, nails done, everything. Get hair done, nails done, everything. Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Yeah, you know, he wants that look. He wants to find you to look like a fine Jew. He wants her to look nice. So they agree. He sends two makeup artists and like a stylist to the house so they can take her away in a car to their destination. And the lady who was in the, I think she was in the purple, or was she in the purple or the green? She was in the purple. She was the one who, not the one that knocked the door, the light-skinned one who talked to him, basically, you're gonna come with me back to my showroom, and Nelson sent us here, basically. Both of the stylists, beautiful. But the one in the purple, she is beautiful. Beautiful. Like, first of all, Earthma, that woman is beautiful. She is gorgeous. Her and that lady right there, and even Mimi, they are beautiful Liberian women. Like, I was so pleased their skin was glistening throughout this film. Like, I also like the transition, like how they started showing basically a different level of poverty and wealth. When Mimi, Kima first started, she had her little dookie braids, her cornrows. She had her little cornrows, looking like a struggle, looking like she's the struggle. And then over time, she slowly got her little bundles, but it was a little wig. And then she hit her with the little pixie side piece. I was like, ah! When she came out with the little pixie cut and her dress in the house, that orange on her skin, the way the bronzer was hitting her cheekbones, I was like, yes, sis, yes. She looks so good, really, really good. I don't know, no men about to watch my video. They're gonna be like, you're doing too much of this. You're doing too much of this. And I'm honestly over here trying to get male and female audience, but if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. She looks so great. And, you know, Nelson came in and he surprised her. And, like, off the rip, she's over here. She's not happy. Like, why you not happy? She's complaining like, Nelson, you spent all this money on this just for one day, just for one anniversary steak. And homie is like, chill. I can't even do nothing to keep you satisfied. Like, chill. This is not just for this anniversary. I bought this. This is our house. You got a job, Nelson? Hey! She's happy because now he's like, oh, I work for the NGO. They bought the house and the car that drove you here. And, you know, she's happy now. She hugs up on him. She's kissing on her man. He about to get, okay? And I wrote this as the audacity. The audacity. I just want to highlight this. Literally. Because he was so grateful that they're blessed. And he went to his wife like, God has blessed us. Now we should bless others. This is what we're going to say. What have God done for us? My jaw dropped. This lady said we have nothing to give. We share nothing. Oh my God, we have nothing to give, nothing to share. We share nothing. Hey, Kima. 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 Kima, seriously. Hey, you selfish. You greedy, huh? But if you think about it, that's how the wealthy stay wealthy. They don't give out their money like that. They don't. But do I blame her? So here's another thing that actually bothered me about Nelson. Rather than him explaining to her like what his plans, because he jumped to, now that we're blessed, we have all this money, we should go about blessing other people. Nothing wrong with that. However, how are we supposed to do this? We just now got out of poverty ourselves. And for all she knows, he just have a regular 9-to-5. Like she doesn't know about this money because, you know, the Oma told him not to tell anybody about the ring or the arrangement, which in a way, like, that's his wife. He should probably tell her something. Not like this, because honestly, given what she does later on, I don't think he should have shared it right away. But afterwards, maybe after she learned her lesson, then explain it to her, like what happened, and maybe she would have gone about things a lot differently. But like I said, Nelson is to blame for some of this stuff because he never explained to her what he did. All he said is, I work for the NGO. But you work for the NGO, I don't know if we have all these extra resources and you're wanting to go and help other people. There's nothing wrong with helping other people. But how are we gonna do it? Like, are we just blindly just gonna buy things every day and go give to the people while we're not really doing anything? Like, there's no structure, there's nothing. So that's where I do agree with Kima. First of all, we just got this, and you wanna give everything now? Maybe later on when we establish ourselves a little bit more, but not right now. Right now, and the Oma never said the time frame. So, like I said, he could have been better in articulating how he was going to go about helping these people.
Bless others. That's why he uses people to be a blessing to others, like he's doing for us. We just want to share a little of what we have.
What do you have, Nelson?
You heard that? So he's basically saying, let's go and share things with others. And she's like, what do we have, Nelson? What do we have, Nelson? Hey, Kima.
No, Nelson, tell me, what do we have? What do you have that you want to start wasting around?
So they're having breakfast. The day goes by. They're having breakfast and, you know, trying to get accumulated to their stuff. She goes out. She wakes up early. She makes breakfast. And Nelson comes up to her and basically is like, we normally pray together. You skip prayer. And she's like, I skip prayer so I can come and cook all this meal for you and enjoy your breakfast. And he's like, I understand that, but a couple that prays together stays together. Like, we just got this money. Let us hold it down and keep this house sanctified and holy. Let's not break routine right now just because we got a little bit of money. Like, she started to change real fast. And, you know, she said what she needed to say. And, you know, they moved along. They go out their day. They're going shopping. Ring, ring, ring. Guess who's calling? The devil. Mimi's calling. And my favorite thing about this show, about this movie, Kima had the best. I'm looking for my notes right now. She had the best, I'm sorry if I'm yelling, one-liner. She had the best quotes. Okay? Mimi calls her. It's like, oh, I'm at your house. And Kima's like, what house? Where are you? Like, where we at? And I quote, we don't stay in that slum community no more. rich people things. Yo, anytime now, that's my line for everything. Oh, you want to come in my house and do what? I don't allow that here. Rich people things. And my other favorite part, my other favorite line, because when Mimi eventually do come to the house, because she comes to the house, and immediately when she comes to the house, this girl is a hater. Let me circle back. She talks on the phone and Mimi's letting her know I'm gonna come over, and she agrees, blah blah blah. She hangs up the phone. Nelson basically is like, I don't like that girl. She's a chichipole. She's a busybody. She's gonna go tell our community our problems or business be running in and out her mouth, diarrhea. Don't trust her. And she's like, oh, Mimi's a good girl. Literally, like I said, Nelson, he predicted a lot of things without even knowing. What's wrong with you, man? Nelson a little slow. Like how are you gonna be, what is it? You're insightful but not insightful at the same time. Like, how you gonna have discernment but not be discerning at the same time? I don't get it. But anyways, they go on about their business. He told her, I don't like that girl. But let me give you a couple lines that I love. Like, because when Mimi eventually came to the house, they're talking about the food and how the food is delicious, and she's like, ooh, your house girl, your house cook must be doing it. That girl like, ain't nobody making no food in this house. I'm cooking for my man. And my man. I'm cooking for my man. Nobody's coming here. You think I'm about to, good. And honestly, I'm about to hire any chef in here when I know I can cook food for my man. And literally, I'm not doing nothing throughout the day. What do I need a house cook for? I don't got no job. I don't got no kids. I literally have nothing to do. I get the little soft life, but Kimon said, nothing. I've been cooking for my man when we were poor, so I'm gonna cook for him now when we're rich. All right, I agree with her with that. My favorite thing, Mimi wanted to leave the house and cook, collect some food, and Kimon's like all day collecting black bag. Next day, black bag. I beg you, change that attitude. Don't bring it in this rich house. Literally, now, like I said, anything that bothers me, oh, you want to do this? What? Oh, I beg you, change your attitude. Don't bring this in this rich house. You want to do what? Not in this rich house. You talking to who? Not in this rich house? You want to go where with who and me and do what? Not in this rich house. Nobody's taking my money. Nobody's taking my man. Okay? Go ahead, Kimon. All the quotes. She had all the quotes. And like as the movie proceeds, oh, I also forgot, I'm so sorry. So Mimi is actually played by what is her name? Wade. I know that. Wade Bedell. Bedell. Wade Bedell. And Ju is played by Easy Payne, and Sebastian is played by Nicholas Smith, and of course the Oma is played by Koso Davis, and Ochukwu, I do not know his name, so I'm gonna search it up and probably post it. And when I say his name, you'll see. I'll put it in like a little somewhere. You'll see it, and I'll also be putting clips. At the end of this, we're gonna go over some of the comments that's been on social media that people have been talking about reviewing The Good Husband. We're gonna check out a couple of my favorite comments that I've seen, and we want to talk about those, because this movie, it's a conversation starter. It's a man versus woman. I like how everybody's bringing their input. Everyone is blaming Kimon. She is the fault, but then at the same time, I see some pushback and saying Nelson is a simp, because first of all, you don't mean to tell me every time something happens, when like you have money and then you're talking about doing something with this money, you come and get robbed? Because that's what eventually happens. Like, so as the movie progresses, Nelson is doing more stuff. So that dinner that they had, Kimon and Mimi basically saw on Instagram that Nelson was out in the community helping out the locals. And I don't know what's wrong, but do y'all not like charity? Is charity bad? Because what do you want your person to, a good Samaritan helping others? But apparently Kimon said no. I am not Santa Claus. Do I look like Mother Christmas or Santa Claus to be blessing others? She said that in a movie, okay? And like, but like, yeah, so she's like, again, Kima, she's, Mimi is throwing shade at her. Eventually, she's over here talking about who would have thought Nelson, who was a car loader, would end up with all of this, becoming like, Mimi, Kima, you're gonna sit there and let somebody with no money tell you how to run your own money? That's another part I didn't understand. Mimi, you have no money. Like, I know you a broke girl. You brokey. And you over here telling me to get a private account and do all this stuff. Like, Mimi, Kima, you should have had your own backbones, because why are you letting other people interfere with your marriage and your money? Somebody that has no money telling you what to do with your money. That don't seem odd to you? Yeah, there was no discernment used there, my girl. You're a little too slow in that one, my girl. Not too sharp with that one. So that's another thing I was looking at, like, girl, is you okay? You don't see someone brokey over here trying to influence you? But no, she was too focused on that money and hiding it from her husband. But Nelson, he didn't do a good job at the same time, because they were robbed twice. Fool me once, like, first time it's it's an accident. The second time it's a coincidence. The third time is a pattern. And literally, when his brother came and asked for money the first time, his brother is ungrateful himself, because I just told you I was robbed, but then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna help you, I'll give you some money. But then I come back and be like, oh, even if it wasn't so, I just got robbed. Because his brother does come, Ochukwu come and ask him for help. He lost the bakery, and one of his employees stole from him all his gas, because he owned a gas station as well. And they sold everything, and he had to use the money from the bakery to pay back loans and whatnot. And he owes money to the bank, so he wants to help his brother out. And Mimi's not going, Kima's not going for it. And honestly, I don't blame her in this sense. But then at the same time, like, when they weren't there, like when they needed money and things and a job, their brother was there. Her brother, Nelson's brother, was there to help them out. And so the least she could have done was, help him out too. But no. This girl goes and orchestrate a robbery. This is not the first. That was the second time, the robbery. And orchestrate a robbery with Mimi and them, after Mimi had told her the first go around that he was helping out the less fortunate. She was pissed off at that. And so she's gonna get robbed. And then when I don't know if it was guilt, because after they got robbed, she was like crying, and she was like, maybe that was her guilt, because she's like, damn, I really just put my husband in a situation that he really didn't have to be in. So I'm just gonna give her the benefit of that. The first time it was guilt that she was over there crying, but going forward after the second time, no, like, girl, what is you doing? I was not here for it. I know it's not here for a lot. And even like I said, with Ochukwu, my brother came needing help. I'm trying to help him, and you are going to prohibit me from helping my brother. But then at the same time, Nelson, before you made any decision about giving your brother money, because he was giving him $9,000. 9,000 USD. Do you know what I can do with that money right now myself? Hey, I need it. But $9,000, that's a lot of money. Especially back home in Liberia, that's a lot of money. And you should have discussed with your wife first before offering and promising your brother, because then you come back and you look like a fool because you don't have the money to give to him. And then he proceeds to give his brother $50. That man said, look him up and down, and walked out. I was like, hey, not you needing money. It's like, when someone borrows money from you, it's like, I need money so bad, please. But then when you're asking them back for it, it's like, oh, that little $20, that little $100, that little money, right? That's what they be saying. Oh, you always bother me for that little money. It was a little when you needed it. That's what it was given when he knocked the money down, because you surely look like you need a couple dollars. I'm giving you $50 at least to go back. It's money. It's something. But I get it. Like, you just got your hopes up. You were really happy. You saw a clearing, and now the money is gone. I don't like what happened. I don't like that she did that, but yeah.